In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing and exploring firsthand all the weird unmarked locations around the outskirts of the map of Fallout 4. We're going to encounter underwater treasure, fights between superhuman behemoths and death claws, and most importantly, encounter just some unique places we've never seen before. So hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so we're just above Sanctuary Hills here. We got our first location here on the far outskirts of the map. Look at that. We got a raider and a dog. I'm sorry, raider. I'm sorry, doggy. That's how it had to be, unfortunately. What is up here, anyway? We got some chems, a carrot, and mole rat meat. Oh, and noodle cups, and psycho, and shotgun shells. Okay. You know what? Not a bad little spot. Bet you haven't ever gone up here before. Alright, coming up on our next location is a scavenger shooting some bullets. You can see the perimeter fence of the game here, so we are right on the outskirts. Yeah, looks like we got a scavenger right here. Pop. And so what we got here is we got a little shooting range, actually. Pretty cool. We got 45 rounds. Oh, is that a Nuka Cherry? Yep, we got Nuka Cherry, some random junk. And here we got a little shooting range with some bottles and a mannequin up here. Let's see what I can do. Boom, bottle. Boom, bottle. Boom, mannequin. I think I'm a little better than that stupid scavenger. But you can see Sanctuary is right over there, and we're already on the outskirts of the map. Pretty cool spot. Alright, we're at our next location here. Somebody up there taking a sip of something. Scavenger with a drinking glass. I want that drinking glass. Give me that. Give me that. Come on. There we go. My aim could have been a little better, but we got the job done. What do we got? Oh, it's got a little window. That's kind of cool. Technically, I can steal this stuff, but she's dead. And she was not friendly either. But just a little sleeping bag, little shack. Let's see how the view is. Yeah, not a very interesting view. Alright. Move on to the next spot. Here's something funny I just found while going to the next location. We have like the perimeter fence right here. And it's just floating. it's just straight up floating on these rocks. That's pretty funny. But here we are right next to Outpost Zamonia here. Kind of underneath the freeway. We got a little shack here with some radiated barrels. Not good water down here. Uh-oh. Got a settler. Oh, who's getting lit? Hell yeah, bro. What a way to go out, man. Unfortunately, he went out kind of stinky because you can see his soap bar is still here and not in the bathtub. You know, little stinky guy. Does have a toilet with no plumbing, so I don't know how that's gonna work. He uses some newspapers to wipe his ass, and he's got a buddy here. But I think that's it for this guy. I don't know how he gets electricity in this light bulb, but good for him. But now, we got his neighbor right up here. Anybody home? There's a bed. Nobody home. They got some potatoes, a knife, ammunition. Not much here, and nobody living here. It's abandoned, or maybe they're just not home right now. Got a nice little patio. No chairs though. Not a bad little spot. I think I probably know what happens to the people here though. Probably the raiders at Outpost Zamonia took them out. I mean, they live right next to them. I would not want to be these people. Let's continue on around the outskirts and get to our next spot. You know, exploring the outskirts isn't exactly the safest time. We got 2 death claws down here, one of them being an alpha death claw because my character is a pretty high level. So, you know, be careful while you're out here. It might just be 2 death claws lurking around. I'll have to sneak around them. From one dangerous creature to another. Look what we got out here. Goddamn behemoth. Just lurking the river. We're just gonna have to run by this guy. Oh! Throwing rocks at me. Technically, this is on the outskirts of the map, but this is a quest area. So we're gonna pass by that and keep going. And look what I just stumbled into. A beautiful work of art. What we have right here is a car tree. And a red scorpion. Goodbye, red scorpion. Oh my god. 2 rad scorpions. I'm not trying to fight them right now. I'm trying to admire this artwork. And there's a Mirelurk Queen down there. In the last couple minutes, I've seen 2 Deathclaws, 2 Rad Scorpions, a Supermint Behemoth, and a Mirelurk Queen. This area is not very safe. As you can see, the car tree here, we have some settlers sticking out of the ground. Funny looking almost. Oh, whoa. I can push them out of the ground using bullets. Okay, I kind of pushed him out of the ground, but not much is left. Let's try this guy. Yeah, oh, yeah, out she goes. Look at that. I don't know if that's a glitch or intentional or what. We just have a couple settlers here, who I guess maybe, I don't know. I guess they thought the car tree was cool and decided to live here. And to be honest, I don't think it's actually art. I think there was just some cars up here, and then a tree grew, carried them upwards. I'm not sure. Very unique spot, though. It's time to move on. All right. Right here on just damn near the border of the map, we got a little truck and a little trailer. Oh, whoa, very nice. That's the best loot we've gotten yet. Very interesting. All right. Well, come here for a free steamer trunk. Let's move on. All right, we're at our next spot. We officially made it to the ocean, but we have a bottle message here. Difficult to kill. Basically just some random little riddle, I guess. Come out to the coast and we'll have a few laughs. But it unlocks this quest, which will lead us to our next location here, which is this little buoy spot right out here. And if you go straight down, we got teddy bear, some duct tape, and a nice loaded steamer trunk. Good stuff there. And let's move on to our next ocean spot. At our next spot here, we're just on a little island off the coast. But we got a nice crashed plane here. Look at this thing. Looks like some sort of stealth bomber or something. But there's really nothing here. There is a skeleton here with a sleeping bag. Guess he had his own little raft right here. If we go over here, there's some wood planks leading me up this way to another skeleton. Just a lady with some potato chips. Very interesting. And then finally, we got a little boat here. Anything on the inside? Game won't let me inside. Alright, well, that about does it for this location. Let's get to the next one. Now, we were just right over there with the crashed plane, but it's time for another bottle message mini quest. Trapped in this boat for days. Some kind of tidal wave that flipped us over. Alright. So let's go find that flipped over boat and get some loot. You can see the plane was right there, and where we need to go is right here. So let's go for a swim. Oh yeah, here's the flipped over boat. Oh, there's the steamer trunk right there. Good stuff. It's also this giant underwater pipe. Doesn't seem like it has an entrance or anything, unfortunately, so can't explore that. Now, just a short swim away from where I just got that trunk, we got some floating platforms out here with some duffel bags. Pretty basic junk loot, it looks like. Not too much. An umbrella and some liquor and a little diving board. That's cool. I wouldn't swim in this water though. If we go around this rock, we can also make it to this tugboat or something. Yeah, it looks like a tugboat. It doesn't look like we can get up there. Doesn't look like there's anything up there though. So there we go. A little floating shack and a little tugboat. I guess now it's time to keep swimming. All right, quick swim later, and we're already at our next spot. Basically, every single rock formation seems to have some shacks. This one's got a little basketball hoop. Oh, this one's, these people are actually growing food. Very nice, very good. Here's their basketball they use. I'll shoot a hoop real fast. Big old hoop shoot. Wow, that was an awesome dunk. But they got their alarm clock here, probably to wake up early while it's nice and cool out to play basketball. And then, what else we got? Jump over to this boat. Anything in the boat? No, not like I can go inside anyway. What about this like flipped over boat? Oh yeah, this boat's pretty big actually. Oh wow, yeah. Can't go inside, they have a thing blocking our entrance. There's some radiation barrels down here. And just once again, more junk blocking our entrance. No fun allowed. But I guess that'll do it for this spot. Actually, no, it won't. A short swim over here. We got a nice floating platform. We got the neighbors right over here. I see they're growing, what is that, mute fruit? Oh yeah. They got a nice mute fruit plant. Got some old metal shack roofing. Life preserver, enamel bucket. They were eating some dolphins. And I guess they died a long time ago. Because that is a skeleton. Yeah, just skeletons out here. How are these people skeletons, but this dolphin's fresh? Explain that one, Bethesda. Caught you, Bethesda. Got you. But not too much here. Just like a Rad-X and like an oil can. But still cool stuff. What about this? There's a little thing sticking out of the water here. It's like they want me to discover it. Oh, this is a cargo ship. Yeah, there's hella crates down here. What is this? Just a box. I thought it was gonna be like a safe or something. Oh wow, we can get like even inside the cargo ship. It's really hard to see though. I can't really see shit. Found the staircase. Swim up through here. Some cinder blocks. Yeah, just random stuff. I don't think there's any real loot. Maybe if we head up here, or in the captain's quarters, just some old electronics. All right, doesn't seem like there's anything here. Now we can move on to our next location. It's officially time for another bottle message and for a mire lurk to annoy me. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, go back in the water. All right, bottle message time. That treasure is real. They mentioned it on the television. I must paddle faster. All right, so this is a pre-war treasure we gotta go find. Let's go do it. This one's a pretty far swim, my gosh. All right, made it to the quest marker. It's pretty dark down here. I think I'm swimming. I'm definitely swimming downwards, but oh my god. I mean, there's just nothing in sight. Oh, I can see treasure. Oh, he got the treasure. Oh, wow. Good job, man. Why was the treasure filled with post-war loot like a pipe pistol, though? Explain that, Bethesda. Alright. let's get on to the next location. Alright, made it to our next spot. Let's take a look at the maps here where we are. Between Fort Strong and Spectacle Island. Alright. We got safe, unlocked as well. Very handy. And anything over here? Not really. Kind of stuck. I just swam hella far down. And I just found a boat. Let's take a look at said boat. Doesn't look like there's much. It's a pretty big boat though. Maybe I can enter it somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. Some crates. Not much. Oh, hold up. Meow exclamation point. We have 2 cat paintings. Look at that. Crazy ass Easter egg. Like we're like 50 meters below the water. You'd never be able to do this without God mode. Alright. But I think that's everything here. Let's continue on. Looks like we got some police boats here. A bigger boat. This guy got pulled over. Not even safe on the seas anymore. Let's see what type of contraband he was carrying. A Radaway? Okay. And just a bunch of crap. There ain't nothing here. They should have put some chems on this boat or something. That would have been pretty cool. But I guess we gotta keep moving on to right over there. Looks like we got some wreckage. Some sort of debris. Looks like an airplane actually. Yeah, we got some seats in here. Some other stuff. So I guess there was a crashed airplane before the bombs fell. That we're trying to recover. Got a lot of dead dolphins here. They really like this asset, you know. They love it so much they had to place it everywhere out here in the ocean. But just some kind of basic components, blowtorch, gear, another Radaway. Anything upstairs? Never anything upstairs. I don't even know why I try. But I'm sure maybe there's a crashed airplane down here. Yep, sure is. Pretty big as well. They had a lot more debris to get, that's for sure. Let's swim in the back here, see if we can find anything. Not seeing much. Then again, I can't really see at all. It just looks like some debris. The toilet survived. That's good. That's pretty cool. But time for me to go on to the next spot. Got a little something here. These are definitely some post-war fences, so... Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this place. Very nice. Why did they bring an old car out here? Oh, to hold water. They have a water purifier. This looks like the first actually livable place we've seen out here. They're growing crops. They have a source of purified water. Yeah, this is nice. People are dying out here. You know, it's good stuff. A lot of people are dying out here. Jesus. I'm sure like disease or something got to them. I'm sure eating a radiated fish was probably not a good idea. But yeah, everybody's dead, unfortunately. They do have a safe. I'm just gonna use a little console command to open it up. It's basic loot. Let me check out that water purifier though. How does this thing work? It's got a pipe that just goes into the ocean and I don't know, it does something. Very good. So this should be clean water, right? Like if I turn off God mode, I shouldn't take rads from this water. Oh, no wonder why they all died. Their water purifier doesn't work. Oh, hold up. There's an upstairs? How do I get up there? Well, after a bit of cheating, I made my way up here, but nothing up here. Just some lounging chairs. And that's about it for this place. All right. Pretty cool. This seems like the most livable place we've discovered. Very nice. It's officially time for our last bottle message. And it just says, I'm screwed. So, let's go see what happens to this guy. Here's the marker. Hopefully we don't have to go too deep. Oh, no, we don't. Alright, cool. Pipe system. Oh, here's the hatch. Alright, open her up. Oh, a first aid box in here as well. And we got, obviously, the stash. Very nice stuff. I don't know why they'd put a first aid box in a drain pipe. The steamer trunk. Not sure. Very well, then. That is it for the ocean. Time to move back onto the mainland and finish off these locations. Alright, our first on-land location in a minute. We got this pretty cool little tunnel thingy. I don't know. Spillway. Got some ghouls in here. Nothing a Gatling laser can't handle. There were settlers living here. Guess the ghouls overpowered them. Another settler right here. Little window. This is kind of a vibe. Keep going through here. They got a piece of rad scorpion meat. Wow. These guys were serious. They could take out a rad scorpion, but they couldn't take out some ghouls. Probably because they had a glowing one. There we go. Goodbye, glowing one. And then we got a safe. And some random garbage. And some radaways. Okay. In the safe, we got some decent stuff. This place is kind of a vibe. I'd live here. It kind of looks like it smells in here, though. But besides that, it'd be nice. All right, as you can see, I've kind of jumped pretty far distance. Here's where like that pipe was, like right over here. And now we're all the way up here. And that's because the glowing sea takes up all this area. Basically, all of that is on the outskirts of the map. Wouldn't be fair to really go anywhere there. Doesn't really count. But now we're coming up on a little place up here, right up here. Right on the outskirts, so let's go see what's popping. First thing I'm seeing is I'm seeing a death claw right there. And the thing is that we're not even here for that spot right there. We're trying to go up here and past it. This little power substation up here. Oh, it's another death claw. Oh, he's pissed at something. Where'd he go? Oh, there's a behemoth. Oh, he's throwing rocks. Oh, he's trying to throw rocks at this death claw right here. The Deathclaw's a scared little bitch, though. I hear the behemoth. He's mad at something. Oh, he's mad at this Deathclaw. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Let's get a look at this. Oh man. It's got him stuck in the corner. Oh, that's not even fair. Oh, what the hell is he? How is he waddling like that? Poor Deathclaw. I didn't even know the behemoth could even make it inside this room. I mean, he can barely fit. Well, let's go in there. Let's do what needs to be done here. Hey, big guy, what are you doing in there? Yeah, you can't throw rocks through here, huh? How'd you even make it in there? You can't even get out. How the hell did you get in? All right, good stuff on him. What is actually here? Really nothing. Yeah, there's a bunch of hoopla here. There's not anything here. Not a piece of loot. It's just barren with one crate. All right then. I guess I'll just keep moving on. It's been a pretty uneventful run. Made some good ground. Discovered the Boston Merrill shelter. We are here now. We got a little shack here for a raider. Let's see what this raider had. Not much. Not much. Just a little shack here with nothing in it. And nothing on the roof. But there is a bunker. Let's see what's in here. We got a piece of jet. Psycho tats. A chem cooler to unlock. And just a radio. And a baseball bat. Chem cooler's got a RadAway. That's it for this spot. But there is another spot right next to it. We had right over here. We got this kind of crashed plane with a refrigerator. Nothing in it. Let's see what's in this military truck. Landmine. A lot of landmines. Okay. And a hunting rifle, a locket. But we're not done yet. Even with this plane, even with this truck, we have this beautiful shack up here. Now, this shack is pretty awesome. I've actually been here before. As you can see, there's a couple, I don't know what to call these. Gas canisters, propane canisters, something. But if we just get a normal gun out, this 10mm pistol, shoot them in the back, out they go. And you can just do this as long as you want. As long as there's canisters, so let's grab a few more. How hard is to place these in here? Oh, that's so easy. Oh, it's so easy to put these in here. Look at that. There you go. Oh, that one blew up in my face. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Don't want them blowing up in your face. Whoa, where's that one going? Yeah, it gets dangerous. You never know when one's gonna fly back at you. Yeah, this is a pretty cool spot. I'd live here. Oh, he's even got a toilet. That's nice. But this is probably my favorite spot so far. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe we'll find something cooler. Alright, coming up on a little abandoned house. Let's check where we are on the map. We are near Sunshine Tidings and kind of on the back side of this lake over here. So let's see what we got. First, we got a safe. It's got basic safe loot. We got some mannequins. Somebody really liked some mannequins, whoever lived here. Maybe they kept them company. Oh, sorry, mister. A Nuka-Cola and some gumdrops. Fridge with nothing in it. And that's all I'm really seeing here. Alright, well, let's continue on. Alright, we are coming up to the spot that inspired me to make this video in the first place. And it's this little shack all the way on the outskirt here on the map. And what's cool about this shack is not only does it have a nice farm, it has somebody actually living here. And even better, you can trade with them. Like, we have barely seen anybody. This might be the first human we've actually seen that we don't have to kill. But, you know, they just sell, like, basic junk stuff. I thought that was, like, I don't know, never knew it existed. It was just up here this whole time. Obviously, it's not very good stuff, but you can still trade with them. I think that's still pretty cool. And they have this nice little water area. They got an old boat over here with some crispy squirrel bits. What's behind their house? Just some more water. Come in here. We got just the sleeping area, some loot. Oh, there's a cat. That's cool. I did not know that was there. Very nice. But yeah, this place is pretty cool. It's one of my favorites for sure. But now let's finish up this video. We only have 1 or 2 more spots to go. I don't know if this is a mod. Oh shit. Get out of here, dogs and raiders. Get out of here. You guys shouldn't even be out here. It's the outskirts of the map. I don't know if this is a mod, but there's just a trading shack out here. This dude's running a bar. This might be one of those like random encounters that can spawn in. And oh my god, this guy got messed up. Oh, he's really low health. Well, let's do some trading, man. Welcome to Max Bar. Yeah, very nice location. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Let's see what this guy's got. Let's see what he's got. Just some drinks. Alright. I think this might just be like a random encounter. But, so you might not find him here when you do this for yourself, if you're exploring. But he's right out here, or has a chance to spawn in right out here. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, one of our final spots here is just this random shack. Glad I learned how to speak English. The random shack, you can see, it's just literally has like nothing in it. I'll pick it open. There's something hiding in the corner I can't see. Alright, let's get our loot. Duct tape, wonder glue, oil, and nothing else. But whatever this thing is, there's this thing in here. No idea. Maybe it's something for Vault 111. Vault 111's pretty close by. I don't know. That's the story I'm going to make up. Gives me some clarity. But now it's time for our last location. And here we are. Sorry for picking an obvious location for the last one. Hopefully you weren't expecting anything really cool. But it's just a little railroad lookout post over the vault. A lot of conspiracies regarding this location. But yeah, pretty interesting. And that gives us a whole loop around the map. We started right about here. Went all the way up. And then all the way through the ocean. Bottom of the map didn't have much. This side of the map didn't have too much. And then now we're back here. So that's what's on the outskirts of Fallout 4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.